In a world where mushrooms are vast, purple is disgusting. Chickens are cooped. Cows are red. Grass looks amazing. Civilization is civilized. Birds dance on dance floors in squeak easies. Villagers are enslaved and forced to breed amongst themselves, and also forced to stand and be scared for an eternity by zombies. Fishy friends are no more, merely stuck in boats. For some reason, only one man can bring order to this chaos. Only one man can turn green this entire island. Building castles and mushrooms and houses galore. We tune in to our leader once more, Snazzy, the god of the island. And as the sun sets magnificently off in the horizon, we salute thee. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode with me, your host, Snazzy Monkey. If I sound different, it's because of the fact that I went out and actually got myself a new, better, improved microphone so that I can sit behind my desk in the comfort of my own home, corona-free, to be able to give you guys the content that you so dearly need in your lives. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bunch of fun things planned for this episode. And I think instead of explaining everything that we're going to be doing right off the bat, I will explain it as we go along. So stay tuned, watch keenly, and also remember to grab your popcorn and have a grand old time, because Snazzy is bringing you the content of the lifetime, or of your lifetime, that is. And we will be doing this the right way, the fun way, the snazzy way. So, ladies and gentlemen, to start off this episode for today, we are going to be making a walled area around this generalized vicinity, because I want to have it be somewhat of a bay area here, but at the same time, I kind of want it to be distinguishably walled off, to kind of hold back sentiment from pouring into the ocean. I have no clue exactly how I want to work this out, but I do want to just go ahead and do it so that we can see a lot more progress done on our medieval village around here. That does mean I have to do some digging, take out some of these ugly piles of purple, maybe wrap them with some green so the green does its own little work there, and also take down some of these disgusting mushrooms, because the only mushrooms that we want on this island are gonna be in the magnificent, magical area. Over here in a grassier area, stocking up on some grass, I think I have enough to partake in the project that I'm about to begin. So let's just make our way back over to the area where we need to be, and let's just start going for it. Just start going for it, snazzy style. And ladies and gentlemen, if you look here, this is the kind of generalized idea of what I want for this area. I think it kind of acts as its own barrier for sediment and stuff like that. We don't want it to be flowing into the water. We want it to be held in place and neatly as well. I'm going to go ahead and variegate a couple more things around here, dot some vines in and out of there and stuff like that. I went ahead and got a bunch more of this stone brick here, and it's going to look absolutely fantastic. So let me go ahead and finish up a little bit more of this area so we can kind of see more of a finished product, if you will, or at least a bigger picture idea of what's going to happen in this generalized area, Give me 1 second and I will be right back. Making just a little bit more progress on our world here. I'm stepping back and it's looking like a golf course. That is just... Oh, man. That's not the goal. The goal is to make it look medieval. I think it will. Give it some time. I think it'll look just fine. I want to do something with that island there. We'll figure it out. But, yeah, this is what it's going to look like. Kind of going almost all the way around. At least up to that thing there. Because the nobleman's area has like a nicer side, whereas the poor people are gonna have like their beach thing, and I don't know exactly how I'm gonna cut it off there, but we'll figure it out when we get to that point. But yeah, it's looking pretty cool. I mean, like once we get this island outlined, it's gonna look really interesting. I think it's really bringing this area to life quite a lot. That's so cool. Let's get some more work done on it, and let's go ahead and see what more we can do with the resources I have currently. That is a very interesting sight to behold. It looks so not natural. But I do want to put a lighthouse of sorts here. So fret not, ladies and gentlemen. This yeah, this is coming together slowly but very surely. But I am a little burnt out, so I think it's time to hop onto the redstone testing world and let's go look at a design that I'm going to build in this episode. Something that I was watching back my footage and said we were going to build on the very first episode. But now it is time to finally do it. Episode 11, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the episode. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called the Fishing Silo. It is a design that I took from Exumavoid and also a storage system I took from Exumavoid and slammed it together to make one massive fishy system here. I don't think I'm going to go that high. I can reach that chest there. Let's try this in game mode survival. Can I still? Nope, but I can reach that chest. So we are going to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chests high, and that chest there is not necessary. It's not that redstone heavy. It just requires quite a lot of hoppers. So let's just get on into the world and let's build this thing right. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, before we go back into the world, in case you are looking at this thing and wondering what in the world is going on here, I will quickly explain it to you as fast as possible so that we can get along with building it. These things are droppers here. They are going to be the first line of defense when it comes to our item flow. And as the items filter in, they will backstock into these hoppers here. And as soon as this chest receives an item, this comparator will have an output lighting up one of these lamps. We can see how full our system is and where the items are at in the system by each chest having a comparator output coming from it. And now apparently this comparator, when powering this block here, because it's right behind this, will instantly soft power this block, turning it on. So this is a relatively simple design. It's not complicated. It just is something that looks a little bit scary, but once you kind of get the hang of it, it's all just kind of repeating patterns and everything like that. Super fun stuff. And let's now get back into the world and construct this thing. Let's have some fun. But before we can construct it, if you look at what I'm holding a very broken shovel. So we have to go and make a new one and repair it. Oh boy. Fixed and ready to go. Let's get a good night's sleep and figure out where this fish farm is going. progress is very slow, but slowly coming along nonetheless. This is what I have so far. This is our storage silo. There's going to be a secret entrance into here so we can check all the chests and stuff. And then also I want to have some form of an entrance back here so that, again, we can come through here and check all the chests. Yeah, building it in survival mode is much harder than I thought it was going to be. The redstone bit for the storage silo, it's all done. It's all done. It's all looking good. Fantastic. Absolutely amazing. But the actual design bit while I'm digging into the mountain, I don't want to remove too much of the mountain. But it looks like we're going to have to remove quite a bit of this area just to be able to get in here and work. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to finish this up, and I will see you guys when it's done. Trust me, it shouldn't take too long, at least for me. For you guys, it'll be a swipe. It's going to feel so weird to do this. I mean, this has been here since the dawn of our survival world. This was here day one. And now I feel like I've just torn a piece of my heart out. Oh my gosh. That is so sad. That is the saddest thing I've ever seen, ladies and gentlemen. But it's going to be okay because we're moving it to the new and improved area right now. Oh, everything's broken. Oh no. Oh no, everything just broke. Oh no. And ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see the final product of what Snazzy has been able to build? Here we go, and this is it. I tried to make the design as medieval as possible. It is a futuristic design, however, so it's kind of hard. But what you do is you swim up here, and now you're in the top area. This is the fishing AFK safe chamber. Nothing's coming in, nothing's going out, except for us. We drop down there. But we'll go in here, pop this thing off the wall, AFK fish for a little bit. Hear quite a lovely noise because I put a bone block down there. Just tickling a xylophone. As you see, it works. So then you get the fish, and then you drop down here. And I put a hay bale here because hay bales actually break your fall. Could have put a slime block down here. I might wind up going to do that at some point. But then we can come in here, and we can access all of the chests here for the enchanted books and everything that we need access is right there. And then we can come out here, and actually that fish will end up here. And how this silo works is it will take from bottom before it goes across. So all these lights will turn on, and then all these lights will turn on. So we can AFK here for an entire night, actually, and not even fill up the system. So, and that's probably what I wind up doing. And hopefully, oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Hopefully we can even get some mending books, which would be absolutely fantastic, because I really would like to get my hands on some mending. It has been 11 episodes, ladies and gentlemen, and so many months, for me at least, and I still don't have any mending whatsoever. None of my tools, except for my bow and my rod up there. Those are the only mending things that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and AFK at this new spot for a little bit, see what I can get, make sure that the lights are working within themselves. So I'm going to have to AFK for about 2 hours or so. And once I'm done AFKing, I will reconvene with you guys, and we will see if we have any mending. Here we go. And after about an hour and a half of AFKing or so, we now have a bunch of stuff. Efficiency 3, Protection 3 in there. And let us go through here. And we also see this comparator here is lighting up that, which means we have stuff in this one and in this one, and Efficiency 4. We also have this. So I'm going to take out all the books, and we're going to go ahead and see what there is to see. What we got for that one AFK sesh. So, ladies and gentlemen, sadly, the AFK session that I did not yield a mending. I am still holding out hope that I will eventually, at some point in my life, find one. But for now, I am back over here in the Savannah biome, just off to the corner of where our main island is, and I am gathering up just a little bit more grass so that we can do a little bit more covering up of that purple stuff into this more magnificent, luscious green stuff. So give me 1 minute while I go about doing this. And I did an entire strip of this purple. This is not an easy project whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen, and it is taking quite a lot longer than I thought it would. I think it might be fun to work on a new project, get our minds off of this for a little bit. I don't know exactly what it is yet. Give me 1 second. Let me figure out what we could potentially do. So, ladies and gentlemen, it turns out that I overcomplicated things just a little bit. Let's go ahead and fix this real quick. I didn't need that really loud clock. Actually, it was honestly just as simple as throwing an item into 4 hoppers running back and forth, and if we simulate this thing turning on, as you can see, silent, and it still does the job. Sometimes I wonder how I call myself a professional. It makes no sense. It really doesn't. Anyway, I did another thing. Let's show you real quick. And as the sun sets magnificently off into the distance, you will see something that looks over here. I saw this design from one Mumbo Jumbo, and I absolutely loved the idea of it. I want to fix the fact that it's not touching the wall, so we'll work on that a little bit. But as you can see, it's a directionalized thing. East, north, west, south. A grand old time. We will move it around somewhere else. But the problem there, the benefits of having something this tiny and this small is that you move it wherever you want. You can move it up there. You can move it over there. You can move it up in the sky, and it wouldn't take more than 5 minutes. So, a wonderful, wonderful little addition thing. And there's one more thing that I need to work on, and I will get to work on it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, are you excited? Because now, ladies and gentlemen, for the last thing I want to do in this episode, I want to go ahead and make a medieval-styled lighthouse, and it's actually really going to be an AFK area for the iron, right over in the generalized that vicinity right there. I think having this massive green peninsula, it's just going to be absolutely perfect for what we want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get my designing boots on and think of a design, and we will go ahead and try and attempt to make some resemblance, somebody help me with that, of a lighthouse. So give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go gather up some resources, and let's go freehand. I hate saying that already. Let's go freehand a lighthouse. And finally, after 100% freehanding this whole thing all the way to the top, I am very terrified to see what it looks like, because I do not want to have to tear this whole thing down. But here it goes. Let's take a look at it for the first time together on camera. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? I'm so scared. It's not awful. It really isn't awful. I want to definitely change this middle part here. I thought maybe going with stripped logs, but absolutely not. It looks like we are going to be going with the full loggage all the way around and definitely changing the roof. to be more cone-shaped. It needs a lot more detail added to it, but the rough layout is there. And again, inside, incomplete. I think it's just pretty much going to be this entire season of this whole entire survival world. It's just going to be 0 interiors except for that one. I really need to start tackling some interiors for sure. But that is a problem for another episode. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed watching this episode, episode 11. It has been a heck of a time to make. I will tell you what, I've had such a fun time working on all the projects, all the mini things here and there, building the fish farm, building this sediment wall, building the lighthouse thing. It's not a lighthouse, but it will be eventually. I do want to maybe potentially most definitely tackle the Ender Dragon soon. I'm sick and tired of running around like a madman all over my island. I want to fly, take to the skies. In order to do that, I need to have an elytra, and in order to have an elytra, I need to go kill the Ender Dragon, which means I need to get more diamonds, which means we have a lot of work to do. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again for watching my episode. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys also liked what you saw. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your mates, tell everybody that you want to tell about Snazzy Monkey, because he is here to stay and always giving you the best of content that he can possibly messing up my own and I need to take a second. The word I was looking for was outro, not intro, because this is not the beginning of the episode. Ladies and gentlemen, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Bye.